Hello, welcome to the update. I'm Susie Thompson. A major search operation is underway in the mountains of Iran, where a helicopter carrying the country's president, Ebrahim Raisi, is believed to have crashed. He'd been travelling in a convoy of 3 choppers in the northwest of the country. The foreign minister was also travelling with the president. The federal court will hold its final hearing today to determine the compensation for workers who were illegally outsourced by Qantas. This follows a unanimous ruling from the High Court that the airline broke the law when they sacked around 1,700 workers, preventing them from exercising their rights under the Fair Work Act. Transport Workers Union National Assistant Secretary Emily McMillan says it's an unprecedented situation.
It's been found by 11 judges in every level of Australian courts now, including the High Court recently, to have been illegal. And in fact, the largest illegal mass sacking of its type ever in Australian history. So now we're at a point where we're trying to get compensation for those workers.
A police officer is recovering in hospital after being attacked in the middle of the Sydney CBD. 2 constables were carrying out traffic duties when they were approached by a man allegedly armed with a knife. A male officer was stabbed multiple times in the head and is recovering from non-life-threatening injuries in hospital. A 33-year-old man is in police custody. A woman's been stabbed by a man at a popular Melbourne shopping centre. The woman was treated at the scene and taken to hospital in a serious but stable condition. Officers failed to locate the alleged offender following a quick search of the area. However, a 34-year-old man was arrested a short time later in a nearby suburb and is assisting police with their inquiries. Research by Newspoll, Freshwater Strategy and Resolve shows the federal budget has generally fallen flat with voters. Households don't believe they will be better off and the measures could be inflationary. All 3 polls have found support for federal Labor continues to flounder. And an infectious disease commonly known as walking pneumonia is on the rise. People are being urged to book in their vaccines ahead of winter. Symptoms include prolonged coughs, fevers and a general feeling of being unwell for a number of weeks. Sport and entertainment are next. In sport, the A-League will host its first ever grand final on the New South Wales Central Coast. The Mariners to play Melbourne Victory this Saturday night, while in the EPL, Manchester City has claimed its 4th straight Premier League title. Port Adelaide staged a remarkable comeback to defeat Hawthorn in the AFL. Trailing by as much as 41 points, the Power beat the Hawks by 1 at home. And Magic Round has wrapped up in Brisbane in the NRL. The Warriors returned to the winners list with a 2-point win over the Panthers. The Storm smashed the Eels 48-16 and the Dolphins got home against the Tigers 24-12. In entertainment news, rapper Diddy has responded to the sickening video of himself bashing his former girlfriend Cassie. The Disgraced singer says he takes full responsibility for his actions and claims he's been to rehab after hitting rock bottom.
But I make no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video.
And Selena Gomez is doing everything she can to get back to her acting roots, and it appears to be working. The singer received an impressive 9-minute standing ovation at the Cannes Film Festival over the weekend in her new musical crime drama, Emilia Perez. And that is the latest from the Nova podcast team. We'll see you later on for another update. I'm Susie Thompson.
The Australian government has made changes to its individual income tax rates and thresholds that will provide a tax cut to every Australian taxpayer.
Tax changes come into effect from 1 July 2024. Tax cuts for every taxpayer. Visit taxcuts.gov.au to find out more.